So continuing on with the concept of automating Camera Raw, the first technique of processing multiple files is to create and edit the settings of one file and then copy and paste those settings to other images that you have selected inside Bridge. The other method is to actually work with more than one image in Camera Raw to begin with. So I'm going to go ahead and select a range of images here. We'll just hold down the Shift key to select multiple. If I want to select images that are not adjacent to each other, I can hold down the Command key on the Mac or Control key on Windows. So I'm just going to select this subset of images here, these 4. And I'll double click on any one of them to open up Camera Raw. And now because I had more than one image selected, you'll see that I get this vertical film strip along the left showing you how many images I have in my selection. The thumbnail that has the dark blue line around it is the one that's currently being edited, of course. If I want to select any other image, just click on its thumbnail, and that becomes the active image. I'm going to go ahead and click on the first thumbnail again, and let's start doing an edit. All right, let's go ahead and do something similar that we did previous to these images. We'll lower the exposure just a bit. We'll bump up the recovery slider, maybe open up the fill light. And again, this is just to demonstrate how you do it across multiple files. So what settings we use don't really matter here. Maybe increase the clarity. The idea here is that I've got this image that's now been modified, and I want all the other 3 thumbnails to use the exact same settings. So you'll notice here in the upper left-hand corner, there's a Select All button. Go ahead and click that. And what that does is that selects the thumbnails below the target image, the reference image. And then there's this button right here that says Synchronize. I'm going to go ahead and click the Synchronize button. And it says, well, what settings do you want me to synchronize across this range of selected items? I'm just going to go with everything. I'm going to click OK. And it will update all those thumbnails for me. They're all now using the exact same settings. At this point, I can either click the Done button, and that will update the thumbnails and save those settings in the metadata. I can click the Open Images button, and of course that will open all 4 of these images and pass them on over to Photoshop. Or if I want, I can actually save out these images with skipping a trip to Photoshop. I can save out JPEGs, choose a particular folder where I want these to go, give them a base file name, choose JPEG and set a quality setting and so forth. So very easy, quick way to work with multiple files in the Camera Raw editor. Just select multiple files in Bridge before you double click on one of them. Once you do that, you'll have access to all the thumbnails, and then you can edit one and synchronize those settings across the entire range of selected thumbnails.